You love the pro teams. You've heard of the B team. You may even know the C and D teams. But these are the players you have never heard of. Gamers so bad, they just might be good. The E-Teamers! Hey guys, Sauniche here with the first round of a brand new series to my channel called E-Teamers. What we're going to be doing here is taking the worst games we can possibly find, the ones that are so bad they are absolutely hilarious, and putting them on. This game is a game played by my buddy Lugaru. You guys know him. He plays Nova in this game. We have Deadly playing Falstad, Greg playing Greymane, Frost as Asmodan, and Enters Button playing Jaina for Team Blue. Team Red, on the other hand, we have Jiunsi playing Zeratul, Tain Hud playing Lei Ming, Hunter Killer playing Sylvanas, Gatekeeper playing Illidan, and Illuminati playing Raynor. We're going to get right in on the action with Jaina going down. With at least Lei Ming going down, excuse me. Looks like Lugaru's here following their Zeratul around. He actually saw that, so decloaking right in front of an enemy, never a good option. Let's see if Zeratul decides to jump in here. They're going on Sylvanas, although Zeratul coming from behind him, he is going to go down. I did miss a gank on Raynor in the mid lane. So we have already gotten 2 kills off for the blue team, 1 for the red. Zeratul looking for Jaina. Is he going to decloak on her? He blinks up forward just a couple of steps more and he'll hit by the towers, although he already blinked, so Zeratul could go down, although that cloak is going to keep him alive, but a nice snipe there takes Zeratul down. So this is a new thing, a new series that we are going to be doing on the channel, where we take the worst games and take the best moments from them. There's not much going on here in the top lane. There's Greg moving forward, trying to take out Illuminati. We got Raynor versus Warcraft Raynor. Oh, Zeratul. I smell a gank. We are going to see if Zeratul does anything here. Shrine on top activating, and there goes Falstad to the Withering Fire. To the Banshees. Zeratul coming forward. Is he going to get aggressive? He does, but takes a snipe to the face. I'm going to go at our talents. We'll bring those up so you can see them before the Shrine battle gets started. Long shot, Gathering Storm, perfect aim. So basically looks like these guys just went to Hero's Fire and looked up the most used builds. Falstad flying up to the top lane. And everyone here is jumping on a Nova clone. Do they realize that she is indeed a clone? Falstad throwing out a hammer, missing everybody on the red team. And Greg taking an orb to the face. Illidan on his way up here. Looks like Asmodan is going to leave his team out to dry. Zeratul and Nova standing right next to each other, and there's a snipe. A little bit delayed. Misses Zeratul. I get to make fun of Lugaru because he's a good friend of mine. So absolutely awful snipe going on there. Jaina getting jumped off by Illidan. And we have got some major... Ooh, there goes Illidan as well. Heroes slain all over the place. Looks like Lugaru's going to go down. And Team Red is in a commanding lead here at the 4-minute mark, the 3-minute 40-second mark. First Shrine, they have 26 of these minions to 3 from Team Blue. Falstad with his miss of the century right there. I think it's actually his 3rd or 4th. Picking up a couple of orbs. And Red has the Frozen Punisher on the first Shrine. Illidan trying to gank Asmodan. That is going to be basically the never-ending battle. Frozen Punisher actually doesn't do that much damage. Sylvanas pushing, making some pretty good choices, pushing forward. Master Skin Lei Ming here. Trying to come out. Looks like Lugaru's just sitting here. Nova deciding she's just going to watch the fight. And actually, Lei Ming getting the damage block. Pretty good choice, considering the enemy team has Falstad, Jaina, and Nova. So reducing any ability damage you have is always nice in that situation. Looks like Zeratul is going to take out Lugaru here. Nice blink onto her, and we have a battle of the stealthies going on where Zeratul, oh, watch out, Falstad. Falstad, this is a glad, if you cannot move, it's because Zeratul's on top of you, but the flag comes out and Falstad survives with 20 health. Zeratul decides to not be that aggressive. Actually, very good call. It's really, really difficult to not want to chase that kill down and to realize when it is over. It looks like Jane is going to go down right there. The orb from the smoke telegraphed really, really poorly. And now the top lane has nothing, although Falstad is coming back from his hearth. Asmodan on the bottom lane, not pushing anything, although he may get Illidan. Come on, Asmodan, you can do this. No, you can't. Asmodan goes down, and Illidan ends up with more life than he had at the end of that fight. So there's some blind missiles trying to spot Lugaru out here. And he'll just fire off a snipe and reveal himself. Falstad, you got this. Get that Lei Ming until she decides to teleport away. And then run like a pansy before you die. Although good snipe coming out. There's a lot of action going on here at the top. It looks like Zeratul, Red Zeratul really wants to make Lugaru's life miserable. Oh, Greymane, face checking the smoke. Heroes of the Storm 101, never face check the smoke, always poke it. Although Illidan's going to go down and gets away with just a handful of health left. Although the dunk lands and Zeratul, or Illidan's blades go flying. So the Dunk Master is in the house. Frost 3, Illidan 0. Although Illidan has already killed him before, so I'm going to say, let's call that even. 3-3 so far. Zeratul swinging around. Looks like we have Danger Pinks going on. And Jaina face checks another bush. Never walk next to a bush. Illidan has already blinked. Zeratul has already blinked. I always get those two confused. We have Mind Control coming in. Level 10 is already up for both teams, actually. And now we have ultimates going off everywhere. Illidan hunting in. And Illidan has regained the lead on Asmodan. Although, looks like he might go down here. Although this is an extremely painful Hyperion. Greymane taking his sweet, sweet time killing Lei Ming in the back line. And Illidan and Raynor have free reign of the objective. Unless the Ring of Frost comes in and catches 2 minions. So 28-26, we're pretty close here on the objectives. Looks like Zeratul taking out my good buddy. And we've got a dunk coming in. And Team Red will take the second Punisher. This time it is an Arcane Punisher. And now we have a big team fight going down. And there goes Nova down yet again. Greymane trying to melee down the Evasion Shock and Awe coming off. I think that is called Himala's Blast. Illidan hunting right underneath 2 towers. That is never a good choice. There's always the Huntedin going in and has no idea what's happening. All he can see is, I get a kill, and dives under 2 towers. Looks like Zeratul throwing it. The dunk coming out is going to land. It does land, but not enough damage to kill Zeratul. The Void Prism being thrown behind the wall. There's the Precision Strike, the blind Precision Strike on Zeratul running the completely wrong direction to get hit by that. There's the short-term dunk with the snipe. We'll take out Lei Ming. Sylvanas working the top lane. It is now 16-14, 8 minutes into this game. Both teams, we are averaging about 4 deaths a minute in this game. This is absolutely fantastic. So much action. It's like Sylvanas is going to die. Although, no! Sylvanas, oh, no, there goes Falstad. Okay, Falstad going in behind. I thought Sylvanas would get away. There's so much action going on in this game. I don't have any time whatsoever to talk about talent tiers or what is going on. It looks like we have our first mercenary camp of the game coming in here at 9 minutes. Usually these are done in about 2 minutes. 9 minutes come in. There's Illidan capturing that first merc camp. I guess this was the second merc camp that I missed. Lei Ming firing off a couple of shots here. Gets that disintegrate and her reset. So Red is up a talent here. Now they are up to level 13. Let's see what they have chosen to do so far. Illidan, or Zeratul, needs to pick a talent right there. Looks like Blue's back out. Precision Strike right on the self-rooted Laming. Zeratul hunting for Nova. Oh, he sees Falstad. He sees Falstad. Falstad tries to hearth, and I think Zeratul's going to die for that. Okay, then. Thanks, Gray. The avenging that is going on in this game. Red has some mercenaries moving across the map right as the shrine is going to come up, so that is great timing from them. And this mercenary right here, absolutely annoying to deal with. Let's look at this fight over the shrine and see how it goes. What is Jaina doing? Did she alt cast that? They have a mind control going out, getting Azmodan out of position. She must have alt casted that to put it on herself. There goes the disintegrate. One kill from the disintegrate. Illidan's going to get a second kill. Looks like Greymane focusing. Oh, he did jump onto Laming. Unfortunately for him, not going to go anything. Illidan sweeping strikes right into the towers and gets himself killed. I guess that's what he did. But we are up to 40 total kills, still keeping our 4 death a minute quota that we're going on, and Red now has 3. The third Punisher, Mortar Punisher this time. Not so devastating. The Arcane Punisher is much more useful, and especially when the Punisher jumps onto Falstad. Zeratul knows what's going on. He wants some dead dwarf. I will take dead dwarf on a griffin, although he might not get it. There he goes. He got it right there. And now we have some crazy shot going with mind control on Azmodan, although Sylvanas self-roots herself and gets killed. Greymane getting way in there. Laming blinking out of the way. Nicely done by Teherd. Although, trying to rip away from Greymane, there comes the hunt on Illidan, and this is why you do not chase across the map. Lugaru way out of position right now. Although he might be able to get... Yep, he's going to sacrifice himself and get Laming. So, okay, sacrifice yourself for Laming. That works. Jaina's saying nope, turning around home, realizing her team is dead. Falstad trying to clear out some lanes in the top, and we are now 21 to 26. Both teams have 16. Zeratul's looking for something. Let's take a look at talents. Looks like we have Snipe Master. Talents coming out of Lugar. You guys know he likes to do that. Jaina getting double jumped here. Trying to throw out the assistance icon, but that's not going to happen, Jaina. Oh, Illidan and Zeratul think that they can get this Merc camp, and Greymane runs right past it. Azmodan, oh, he thought about checking it. He thought about checking it, but then realized, oh, little too late, Azmodan. Should have checked it, buddy. And now you're stuck between the wall and Zeratul. And Sylvanas is going to Wailing Banshee right into Nova, although Raider's getting a little bit antsy. Teleport takes out Nova, and Greymane just diving that Hinterland Blast is going to run right onto the Illidan, hunting in right down that. It's like Lugaru saying, why aggro me? And here comes the lag. It looks like Greymane is going to get away. Is he going to get away? Oh, I was going to laugh really hard if he got away, but he's going to die. And Laming is going to start the top shrine at half health, and when her team has a one-man advantage. So here's Azmodan saying, get out of my territory, throws the laser on her. Do we get to see another dunk? Are we going to... Nope. Laser's going to finish her off, so never mind the dunk. Illidan picking up some mercenaries in the bottom lane. It's like everybody remembered that there were mercenaries 5 minutes ago. 8 minutes, 9 minutes into this game. So we are up to 54 kills. I mean, somebody's going to have to do the math for me if that is still 4 kills a minute. I am not entirely sure. Falstad going out, watching Zeratul run right past him, and Jaina goes down. She did get a Ring of Frost off, though, so she put it on the enemy team this time. That was better. Illidan and the Precision Strike, that hits no one. Illidan trying to run away, not going to be able to. Zeratul coming forward, and does the dunk land? The dunk lands, and Zeratul decides it's a good idea to turn around and fight Falstad. Meanwhile, the red team is just picking up minions. Left and right. Come on, who it? Looks like, oh, Sylvanas gets out with a Wailing Arrow. There comes a Hyperion. Going to be doing a lot of damage. Jimmy's still alive. Almost long enough to kill Falstad. We have a... Oh, it looks like Sylvanas put on a... I'm not really sure where Sylvanas was. During that, Greymane going to go down. And we have Laming trying to get away. Not going to happen. So Blue is finally going to take their first Punisher of the match. It's going to be a frozen Punisher. Falstad wisely deciding to deal with these mercenaries in the mid lane. Watch out for the hunt from Illidan. He is up. And does he decide to hunt? No, looks like he's going to just try and stop the Punisher. No, he's not even going to do that. Lugaru moving forward here finds Illidan. Does he realize does he know what's happening? He does know what's happening. So he's pinging danger over there. Jaina is going to come down and help, or she's just going to sit in the lane. Looks like she's just going to sit in that lane. The rest of the red team coming up north to fight the Frozen Punisher. Kind of appropriate that the Frozen Punisher is coming from the north. The Ring of Frost gets Sylvanas, who refuses to walk out of it, but the Wailing Banshees get her out of all of that, and Zeratul ends up freezing the two people he came to kill. Meanwhile, in the midst of all this, Illidan has really refused to come off these mercenaries and almost walks away from it. Illidan saying, I will do these mercenaries come hell or high water. They will be mine regardless of what my team actually needs. So here's the red team crashing down on the blue. We have a 5-on-5 fight happening. Mind control. Jaina running into the enemy team, although that worked out terribly for them. Sylvanas brought Jaina to her team, and she ended up killing everyone. So there is red team dominated. Blue has taken the lead back. They are level 21 to 20 at this point. They have finally taken the kill lead, and we are just under 4 kills a minute at, what is that, 67 kills? So mind controlling Jaina into the middle of your team, only a good move when she dies, before she kills half of your team. Looks like Greymane's going to go take the top minions out. You get that mercenary, Greymane. You got him. Maybe. There you go. Finally got him. Mid fort going to go down. Blue team had the perfect opportunity to actually take this fort out and possibly could have ended the game had they all just pushed straight down the middle instead of saying, no, I think I gotta go home. So there is a ping on the mercenaries. Blue team saying we should pick up all the mercenaries now that red is fully revived. You know, what could go wrong with that? Shrine is coming up. Greymane and Jaina deciding to do some mercenaries. Falstad deciding to solo some mercenaries. I gotta give him props for that. And now here's Laming standing right next to Lugaru, who cannot move from this position. Really has to hope that, oh, they noticed he was there, and goodbye, Lugaru. Illidan hunts in onto an illusion? I guess that's what it is. Did he just really put Hunt on cooldown? No, it's off cooldown. Okay, so that was a sweeping strike. There's the Ring of Frost. Is it going to catch Raynor? It is, but Adrenaline Rush is going to keep him alive. There comes Falstad into the midst of her team. She almost ran Falstad into Laming. Laming throwing on the Archon. And then sitting in the smoke. and not doing anything with it. Greymane really wants Illidan. Illidan probably should have used evasion about 2 seconds earlier and avoided most of that damage. Here comes Lei Ming with the Archon already used, and there's Illidan going to go down to the gate. Nope, evasion is going to keep him alive. And blue is now having to back out as Azmodan is the only one alive. Let's see what kind of dunks he can get. Azmodan, dunk. You got some really good dunk targets, man. I want to see some dunkage. Okay, that's one dunk. Precision strike comes out, almost kills Illidan. He's got like 2 health left. Azmodan, throw a dunk. We got a 3 from downtown. Ooh, Illidan using some trickery with sweeping strikes to get away down an unpredictable path.
Red team's core is under attack.
However, blue is on red's core, working those shields down. Illidan doing a good job of keeping all of the siege mercenaries off of the core. Very good decision on his part. Zeratul coming forward and trying to get that extra kill. Being a little bit greedy with it. We'll see what he decides to do. Both teams are even now. That Mortar Punisher jumping forward and just wasting Jaina. Zeratul, if he had stuck around, may have been able to get a kill on Jaina. Falstad flying into the smoke. Looks like blue knows Zeratul is here. Falstad is going out, wants a piece of that action. Raynor and Sylvanas picking up some mercenaries. Looks like Lei Ming is going to do some bottom mercenaries. Lei Ming. Bottom mercs. No. Alright, Greymane. You're gonna have another face checking. Jaina runs right through the bush and actually gets through it before Illidan, and oh, the stasis comes up and saves Illidan, and then he's left for dead. Along with Lei Ming, who probably should have run while the entire enemy team was incapacitated. Illidan just got hung out to dry by Zeratul. You can tell those two aren't the best of friends. I don't think they've ever met, but I got a feeling if they did, they probably wouldn't like each other all that much. Or maybe they would, come to think of it. They're both kind of that social outcast who, let's see, a dunk goes onto the minions. Anyway, Illidan and Zeratul, they're both kind of the social outcast who embraces forbidden power to help their race. So maybe they would get along. Or they would hate each other immensely because they're basically the same character. Looks like we have some mercenaries being picked up here. Lugaru just standing in some smoke. Illidan, is he gonna... Zeratul, is he gonna do anything? I really need to do that. Falstad saying don't get ganked. Sylvanas has almost got it. Looks like they will get Sylvanas with the Master Dunk, the Precision Strike. Zeratul here standing just off to the side, waiting for his opportunity to strike. From the shadows he comes. And that's going to be it right now. He's going to go straight after Lugaru. I'm not really sure how that Singularity Strike hit, as it did not seem to go. Looks like Zeratul actually deciding to back off. That is a very interesting choice. Greymane going forward, getting on top of Lei Ming, and then immediately dying to her whole combo as he tries to run away. Running away from Lei Ming in a straight line, not something I would highly recommend, unless you like Arcane Orb and Disintegrate coming at you. Azmodan saying, wait, he's got a heal, but forget the heals. Azmodan is going to start immediately. Raynor is actually gaining life here from the clone, so when Raynor has Vampiric Assault, probably not a good idea to put a clone in front of him. Let's just put that out there. They are down Greymane, so it is 4-on-5. Now it's actually a 4-on-3 if they can figure out the situation. Jaina needs to throw out some kind of heal. She probably should have walked into the Void Strike. Oh, where's the mind control? There we go. That was a good mind control, bringing him into the midst of the team so he can die. Not to the midst of the team so he can kill everyone, which we have seen before. 80 deaths at this point. We're a little bit under that 4 deaths per minute mark. that was really, really fun in the early game.
Arcane Punisher.
And now we have an Arcane Punisher coming down the line. Looks like Illidan realizes that there are blue mercenaries pushing the red core. Actually pushing this down really, really fast. It's about half health now, and it might actually die, depending on what Illidan can do here. On the other hand, we do have this Arcane Punisher coming forward. Looks like Lei Ming with her really big version of the Arcane Orb, of this little spinny arcane thing. Zeratul trying to gank one of the fattest characters in the game, which is probably not going to happen. See if Nova can make something happen, although Zeratul is hunting for her. Enters button, trying to get some damage to the Immortal, or the Punisher, I think. And that's what it is. And there goes Lei Ming, self-rooting herself with the... Oh, Shock and Awe coming out, going to kill her as well. I know it's called Hinterland Blast now. I am well aware of that. We say Falstad's flying forward to try and get in front of Jimmy. Is it going to work? No, it's not! Jimmy jukes Falstad, and... Oh, but Jimmy turns around. Jimmy turns around and decides to fight, and that was a very, very bad decision on Jimmy's part. There's Illidan coming forward. We have a 3-on-1 with Zeratul here in the middle. Illidan coming up the lane. Oh, now it's a 3-on-2 since Zeratul just blew Falstad's head right off. Looks like the Precision Strike going to come out. Unfortunately for him, Nova was right, or fortunately for Nova, Illidan was right behind him. Let's see if Illidan and Zeratul go for some mercenaries again. Hunt is coming up. I'm not really sure what Greymane is doing right here. He is jumping on Illidan and saying, I want a piece of that action, as he swipes Zeratul's face. And
Red team dominated.
Red team is dominated. Looks like we've got a little bit of action going on here. You know, talking about some of the talent choices in this game and how they could have been better. Looks like Sylvanas will be picking up some mercenaries in her spare time. 90 deaths at this point, so we are very, very close to between 3 and 4 deaths a minute. Dead even for both teams. Actually a fairly close game. Even their structures look identical. About a fourth there, maybe a fifth and a fourth here. Lei Ming standing in the smoke, gonna get a great blow off here. Somebody should really check that smoke. Like Jaina, you've got 3 skill shots you could throw in that smoke. Real sneaky guy, especially with Asmodan going out. Asmodan thinks he can take the Merc camp, and so does the rest of the blue team, being baited out there by Jimmy. And actually, that might work in their favor, as Greymane has found Lei Ming. Sylvanas is going to go down. She cannot outrun Falstad. The dunk misses. Ring of Frost is actually landed on the enemy team, and now it's going to be a 5-2 swing for the blue team. This Punisher is unfortunately in the absolute worst lane, and they need somebody to come back and deal with these mercenaries. Unfortunately for them, I don't think anybody realizes what is going on, so they're going to lose their top fort, and these mercs are going to do a lot of damage to the core if left unchecked. Also, bottom minion wave, really strong for red, so it's going to be a bit of a problem for them. There's the mercenary reviving the minions. Blue Punisher's coming out. Unfortunately for the blue team, their shields are going to be down, so if no one comes back to deal with this... Oh, looks like the minions are going to come up, and blue gets incredibly lucky with just a sliver of shields left on that core. Asmodan and Nova picking up some more mercenaries for their team, trying to make this Punisher count as best they can. With no minion wave, it's not going to do very much damage. Archon coming out on... I guess she wanted to put it on the Punisher and wait for it to walk in, although she's could have gotten at least 2 or 3 more seconds worth of disintegrate on it, and that Punisher is going to do basically nothing. And Falstad can take out Zeratul here. It's going to be a big win for the red team. Looks like Azmodan coming forward. Probably the worst target to mind control given how fat he is. There goes Sylvanas down, and the Ring of Frost doesn't hit anybody, but at this point, it is 3-on-3 now. And we are at 52 to 49, levels 26 to 25. 30 minutes into this absolute slugfest of a game. And I am struggling to keep up with all of the action in this game. Falstad flying forward, taking out some mercenaries. Zeratul thinking about taking some mercs, deciding against it. He'd rather go for some minion kills. I'm not sure what these two are waiting here for. It looks like they were waiting for the minion wave to come, or the merc camp to come back up. Zeratul's going hunting for something. I'm not really sure where he's trying to go at this point. I think he's looking for Falstad, but I'm not really sure. So Jaina teleporting out here. Looks like, oh, Zeratul and Nova just walked right past each other. There's Jimmy and Sylvanas picking up some mercenaries. I've got a feeling the next team fight is going to decide this game. We have reached that point where one good team fight wins the game for you. Picking up some mercs on the top. Looks like Zeratul knows what's coming. So he is just scouted for his team, and you guys need to reveal him. The skill shot misses. And there goes Falstad. With the mind control getting taken into the middle of the enemy team. Azmodan chasing way too far. You need a dunk, man. And here comes the Archon out. Yep, Falstad got baited right there. Baited and hated, man. Maybe you can take out Sylvanas, and they do. Greymane taking a couple of shots here. Oh, Lugaru's going to go down, and now look, Greymane. Good old Greg is all by his lonesome. Using his razor swipe to try and get back to the base. And I think that is going to be it. Blue is down for the next 20 to 45 seconds. Yep, Zeratul baited you guys right into his team. So if I could give out, so some E-teamers advice is don't chase. Chasing is almost universally bad. There's Archon out with the disintegrate beam, just never ends. It really doesn't. I mean, she's just going to keep going for days with that beam. Illidan picking up some mercenaries just for good measure. So now Blue has to go all in on defense. Azmodan saying they learned to mind control me. They actually mind controlled Falstad that round. You ran into the enemy team all by yourself there. Falstad saying they got it. As the frozen Punisher walks across the map and jumps right on top of Jaina. Fortunately for her, the Punisher's team was not in position to take advantage of that stun. Zeratul running around looking for an opportunity to run in and gets revealed immediately by Falstad. Looks like Nova goes down. Zeratul's going to live barely. Falstad needs to try and get in there, and Falstad was being hunted on, tried to hide inside the Void Prism, and it ended literally 2 milliseconds before the hunt hit. So there's Greymane versus Illidan. I think I know who wins that fight. And it is Illidan. The red team is going to win here. They have catapults, they have mercenaries, they have a Punisher, and 3 heroes alive. And that is going to be the red team is victorious in this very first E-Teamers match. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you would like to have your videos if you would like to have your videos featured on E-Teamers, please by all means send replays to saunichegaming@gmail.com. That is saunichegaming@gmail.com. I'll put a link to the email below in the video. So look forward to lots more E-Teamers action in the future. and I will see you guys later.